Hi everybody, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the Creators Helping Creators series that I'm making, and I'm updating some videos as things change over time and everything else. I personally try to make evergreen videos that have a very long shelf life to them, and I think that all of the Creators Helping Creators videos do offer value for people that find them. Even if they're like 5, 8, 10 years old or whatever, they still have valuable information and input to them. But some of the things have evolved over time, such as now we have a tier 1 and a tier 2 level of the YouTube partner program, and there's so much more beyond this. But to initially get into the YouTube partner program, YouTube has, in part for tier 1, one of the requirements is 3,000 hours of watch time in the previous 365 days. Don't panic about that. I'll explain that briefly in this video. I did make another video describing tier 1 and tier 2 in a bit more detail. It's a longer video, I believe. So anyways, tier 2 has a 4,000 hour watch time that we have to maintain over the last previous 365 days. So let's discuss that days thing here. This is only watch time hours. Any other requirements and everything else, I'm not even discussing that. I'm only discussing the watch time hours and how to build upon that real quick. The first things first is we have to achieve those, the 3,000, 4,000. We have to get those watch hours within the previous 365 days. We also have to maintain that. And the 365 days, the reason not to panic about that is while we're trying to build our channel and while we're trying to increase how much watch time we have, how many subscribers we have, how much interaction we have, and try to really make ourselves as professional videographers on YouTube and be part of the the YouTube partner program for profits, then we need to watch time hours. We also have to maintain them. If we fall below any of the requirements, we can get knocked down to a lower level. And if we get knocked down to the lowest level, we're not monetized at all, and we're not even part of any potential income at all, right? So we're just hobbyists at that point. But to be a professional, we need to maintain that 3,000 and 4,000 hour level. And a great way to do that and to massively increase very quickly your watch time hour number is to do live feeds, do a live video. If you have the capacity, the capability, the time to do it and everything else, then by all means, get on there and shoot a live video and send it out. Now, here's how that works. If you, let's just say you plan to do a 1 hour video and you had the capacity to do it, maybe you were, watching some nature stuff or whatever, and you're going to talk about some of the nature aspects going on. Could be anything, right? Could be video gaming, whatever it is you're doing. But you plan to do for 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour and 10 minutes to have some free space on the front and the back end of it to say hi to everybody and to say goodbye to everybody at the end of the video. But with that, if you have one person who watches your 1 hour video at that time, you made a 1 hour video, you were live with that other person, that's a 1 hour video watch time right there. Now, if 2, 3, 4, or 5 other people came in, those numbers massively multiply very quickly. It's not a lot, but it's a massive multiply. 1 hour for 1 watch hour, that's 1 for 1. 5 people watching and they stay for the whole hour, that's 5 hours of watch time live. That you just got 5 hours of watch time built right in. Let's just say 10 people watched it. You got 10 hours of video watch time for 1 hour worth of work because you did a live video. All right, that's fantastic. I did a couple of them like that, and I really noticed that there was a huge jump in the watch hour timing on the videos. It's like, wow, this is fantastic. The problem for me, and I was in Southeast Florida at the time, we didn't have the bandwidth to really maintain that. The other problem is I have no one to monitor on a computer screen the talking and the interactions and everything going there. And I tend to want to answer questions. Somebody will come up with a question on the side. Hey, how you doing, Ray? What about this? So I would want to answer that question, which is taken away from the video that I'm trying to do. So the way I wanted to do it was kind of be more of an instructor in the front of a class, a live class, and like, please hold all your questions till the end. The reason for that is write it down. You'll have the question at the end, and then I can stay focused on what I came to talk about, and then I could get the job done. The other problem I had was the bandwidth was horrible. I couldn't really maintain doing live videos because we didn't have the bandwidth, and we didn't have, again, another person to help me manage the questions and the answers that I needed to provide at the end of the presentation. So if you have the opportunity and the technologically wherewithal to have the bandwidth and to be able to have maybe somebody help you out with, organizing the questions and answers that need to happen, that's fantastic. I see this happen in a lot of professional videos having nothing to do with YouTube. It's just professional presentations and everything else. They will have dedicated staff that will take our questions off screen. They'll take our questions and they'll organize them into being able to answer. Some people will be there dedicated on the side to provide answers to questions that we know people are probably going to ask, and they will do that. And that all works great. That's fantastic when it works out that way. But you really need the two things. You need the ability to have the bandwidth to be able to do a live video. And I think a video gaming video is a great example because you're sitting there playing a video game. You might be playing a video game anyway, right? If you're doing a live feed while you're playing it, maybe there's a particular goal or objective or a map or whatever it is in the video game, certain thing that you want to demonstrate to other people, make a video, do a live stream of it. And if you're successful in the mission and you get the objectives done, then everybody knows and everybody can share it and they can do all kinds of things and they can refer other people back to your video. So you get even more watch time. But that's the big ticket item on doing the live feeds, the live streams, is if you have 2, 3, 4, or 5 people who watch a 1-hour video while you're creating it, that's 5 hours of watch, or 5 or 10, 5 hours, 10 hours of video watch time for 1 hour worth of creation, right? So you created a 1-hour video, a bunch of people watch it live with you, and you got all those hours of watch time built right in. Here's the second payoff on that. Well, maybe even a third. People might refer other people. Hey, we just did a video live stream. It was great. We met this goal or objective or anything. We learned about this or that or the other thing. And they can refer people back there. So there's a referral to your video from an outside source, maybe, right? Maybe an email or maybe a text message or something. Referred somebody back to your video. That's additional bonus time that you didn't even have to do any work for. Somebody else is sending someone else to your video. And that's great. Another thing is, people might be doing searching and things of that nature, and they'll find your video. Because this is what happens. After you do a live feed, YouTube wraps up that video for you, packages it up, and puts it in your playlist. So you will have your video, your live stream that you did, also becomes an archive that other people can still find. They can still search for it. You can tweak the information and stuff about the video to help other people find it after it's been done. So you get live video watch hours while you're creating the video, but you also get referral from other people who are involved in it, other people who find it and can share it with others, and also people who come to YouTube and do a search or just do an internet search that refers people to your video. One of my favorite things to do is do a research project, and I'm looking for information about, like, say, video production and YouTube and stuff like that. And I'll do a search for something, and I'll look, and the artificial intelligence will give me a list of referrals and everything, and they refer me to my own videos. And I'm like, well, that's great. I hope you do that for everybody. But and refer them to my videos, and that's great. That'd be fantastic. But YouTube in and of itself will also assist us. So if you happen to do live streams and you're getting a whole lot of people showing up and participating in your live streams, you're going to get a whole lot of watch hours. YouTube takes note of that, and they will set it up with the system to where once you're in the program and you're eligible for advertising dollars from advertising and commercials and stuff like that, they will promote your videos more and more and more, which adds to more and more watch time hours for you so that you can meet and exceed and sustain the requirements that we need to be in the YouTube partner program, all right? So I just want to mention that. Live feeds are a very good thing if you have the technology and the capability to do those, all right? So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Make a comment below. Ask me questions. Let me know that you came by to say hi. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate the growth on the network. And one of the newer things that we have available to us is the hype. So if you have a hype available to you and you like this video and you thought it was informative, help share it with other people, creators helping creators, and do me a favor and hype this video for me. It's a great way to continue growth on the network and sustain my requirements, and I greatly appreciate that. So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.